Time on the track.
Gangsta got with you?
Gangsta got, that nigga got some dogs, bro. He got with me.
Right.
He got with me.
That's real man. It wasn't
shit no fuck over fight. Nah, it wasn't like that.
Tap
but
him a
he
few
got
times.
It's more like he got you.
He
like,
got me. Yeah, we ran in the blender. Ran out of the blender. He got me at the end.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like niggas say a skull cut. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga eating my snacks and shit.
Yeah.
You know, he was dosing.
I can't say about this, dog. And I won't make this, publicly. Both of them fights was on my. I started that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
What you did?
Tripped the fuck out.
Nigga said running in my cell, eating my snacks and shit.
Man, nah, I wasn't eating this. He used the whole man shit. That nigga lying. He lying about that. Everybody, he just had that shit open for everybody, all us.
Right.
Me, said, Bo used to have all that shit, and everybody used to fuck with, But the first fight, like I said, it's my first time in that place. I don't know the end. I'm not stupid. I'm not retarded, but I don't know all the ins and outs.
Right.
Plus, I went in there kind of throw the fuck off. I'm full of. Matter of fact, when I went in there, that was the second day I had tried that medicine. You dig that psych med.
Right.
So I'm like drowsy and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I went in there, and our first fight, like I said, it was like probably a week later. Got my little senses and I'm chilling, whatever. Gangsta coming up. He rolling. Clear, y'all. Man, look at these. He showing me, I know a lot of what he's showing me. So, we just jibbing. He's showing me the pieces. He was like, man, handle your business. Nigga, I'm about to go to uniform, whoop-de-whoop. And I'm not thinking, go off in my cell. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, he talking about handle your business. Man, I'm about to knock some knock with a whoop-de-whoop. So, that's what I did.
Y'all lying, sir.
That's what I did. I was out of line. Well, I said it was my fault.
In his cell?
In his cell. Not on his bed, nothing like that, big dog.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but it was in his cell.
In his cell,
right.
yeah. I got down, dog. And he was like, damn, y'all, bro, why you ain't going? I was like, man, my cell was locked, which it was. Nigga, you just rolling your cell on and one open, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, nigga got busy in your cell.
So, yeah, we
so y'all went to blenders?
Like, damn, y'all, we strapped. And the next fight, he on the phone, I'm sitting on the table, wilding out. I ain't supposed to be on the table. I guess it's one of my days I'm tripping. So I'm sitting on the table, that nigga like talking on the phone. And I'm trying to ask him something. He said I was just staring at him. I was trying to ask him something. And he like, I felt like he was ignoring me and I'm trying to ask him something. So I took my sock off. Do my sock off. And see, he looked at me and said, boy, we gonna fight again, boy. I said, all right. And he got the phone. We ran around. That was that, dog.
Right.
But, I mean, like I said, my fault, that was shit. Them fights wasn't even supposed to happen, bro.
Right.
You know
It's just that nigga was young, and that's all the shit that come with it when nigga go to jail. For us today, man, because, like I say, UNLV, PNC, you explain how it could have been. You know what I'm saying? Shit was real. Shit was serious on both ends. You know what I'm saying? What's popping with you today, man? You know what I'm saying? Let the people know what's popping with you today.
I got a lot popping today, bro. First of all, I got my label off the ground. My individual label, me and Tech label called UNLV Entertainment, but my record label is called Be Real Entertainment. And I just put my artist from out Pensacola, his name A-Root. Mm-hmm. I put him out.
He in the building.
He in the building, definitely.
Yeah, let me hear something. Oh!
I done a joint venture with him called Pensacola.
Pensacola.
For those that don't know, that's Pensacola
and New Orleans.
Yeah, exactly. We got a lot of similarities, and we really fuck with Florida.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit go down out there that go down in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm fucking with A-Road Tough. I put that out, so that album doing real good. We got rotations on different radio stations. We just came to New Orleans and shot 2 more videos with Hollywood Pompey. He working. I got him working on his solo album. I got a song called Happy that I'm about to put out. That's I got Cupid featured on that bitch.
Okay, he singing.
I think it's another level song too.
He's singing.
Yeah, he's singing.
Oh, that's gonna
He
be
doing the
dope.
hook.
Hey, I'm quite sure that's gonna be dope.
I'm gonna let you check that bitch out for I bounce,
Right.
get your opinion on it. But I got that, and also, check up for parole right now. He come home. If he come home in October, that'll be great. We could do a lot of things that we got planned to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he don't, I mean, the ship ain't gonna sink you. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking on Tech getting locked up and shit, and he up for parole and shit like that. But just asking you, like, what headspace that put you in back then? You know what I'm saying? You went through that feeling as both of y'all when Yellow passed. Like, man, it's a piece of the puzzle that's going from the U, right? And then years later, after y'all coping with that, and years later, then Tech go to jail, right? So it's like, damn, man, now two pieces of the puzzle crippling the U. So where that put you at in your headspace, like with the U? Because like MEANA said, you've been holding it down.
It put me in a tough spot. I had to do a lot of evaluating. I had to like clear my circle. You know what I'm saying? Give me a whole new team around me, dog. You know what I'm saying? It was hard, real hard.
Right.
But I couldn't. I knew I had to do something. You feel me? I'm in Houston first of all now. I got a business out there, seasonal business. You know what I'm saying? Seafood shit. But in the midst of it, I'm not in New Orleans. I'm in New Orleans, and I only got a seafood business. I know how to hit the block. You feel me?
Right.
I've been far away from the game, and I'm out there in Houston. I can't dip in the game out there. You know what I'm saying? So, bam, what was left to do? What I've been doing all my life, what all I know how to do. You dig? Mm-hmm. Do this music shit and make it work, and that's what I've been doing, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nowhere where I want it, but it ain't nowhere where I started.
Man, I commend you, you know what I'm saying, for holding the U down, like, for your, just you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people would have been like, you know what, it's so broke up, I ain't even worrying about that no more. You know what I'm saying? For you to keep the name relevant, keep pushing it. You work, I see you doing shows, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The whole nine, to keep UNLV name alive until Tech come home so that y'all could do it again. I commend you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people would have been stepped away from that shit. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
So, that take a lot of, like, willpower, you know what I'm saying? To stick with it, like,
For real, dog.
Right.
And it's a passion, for the music is a passion. And I believe anything you got a passion for, the money gonna come. You ain't gotta sweat the money at all. You know what I'm saying? But it has been times where, I was forced to do shit that I wouldn't have read. I wouldn't have ordinarily did.
Right.
You did if I had a choice. But I ain't in that position no more.
Right.
So I see myself, it's getting better and better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And some people don't know, like, even when some people sample PNC song and some people sample UNLV shit, like, people from other places, they be these big rappers and shit, and people from other places don't know the origin of them songs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people that sample y'all shit, and that keeping you alive too. You know what I'm saying? So who's some of the people who did? I know Fredo Bang had.
Fredo Bang didn't sample. He didn't sample anything. He just used a name. He done it the correct way though.
Yellow,
you know what I'm saying? But Yellow Beezy was the most recent person that actually sampled our music.
Right.
And he working for us right now with that record.
Right.
And
you feel me?
Thank you. That's how you feel. Thank you.
Yeah, for real.
And a lot of
Appreciate
people
that.
like. It's hard, bro. Like, just coming out the trenches in the slums with that music and blowing up in New Orleans as of today. You know what I'm saying? So how you compare that shit from when UNLV was coming up to today, and also that it's still so legendary that them people, when they go in them crates and shit, they always grabbing something from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? How is different from you from the time that, man, we going up when UNLV to the shit that you saying right now? Like, man, this shit could have just broke a nigga, made nigga give up.
I think it's easier now. You know what I'm saying? The way music is being distributed and shit like that, you can just drop something each day. And that's not the only way it's easier. It's easier because the spotlight is on New Orleans.
Right.
Because of your UNLVs, your PNCs, your Jubilees, your Devious, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that make it easier nowadays. We didn't have nobody, the light wasn't on us then. You know, we was
yeah,
out
when
there.
we was trying to make it, like when we was trying to make it, right. The light wasn't on us, right.
Up 4, 5 in the morning, putting up posters that's gonna be up there for only 3 hours that you can see. When nowadays you could go, you know,
post it on the gram in front of everybody, right.
Millions of people see it forever. Not, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you were talking at the book signing, and one thing that you said that was really real, you was like, man, I don't give a fuck who you is. You ain't gonna always be hot, no matter what you have. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So how hard it is, it's way different than a person who never been hot, a new artist, and they getting hot, right? So how hard it is to be hot at one time, then feel like you ain't that hot no more, and to get right back where you was at. I know before you answer, do you even visualize that's the goal, to get the you back where it was?
That's the goal, to at least start where we ended, to go up from there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't thinking about retiring.
Right.
Anybody is our last album. Nah, we ain't there right now. We got movies and books and shit in store for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we continuing our career. We ain't got a reason to retire. That's what we at with it. You know what I'm saying?
And you say it's way easier, but it's harder for a person who was already there before, at the height that y'all was.
I'm gonna say it's easy to get hot. It's harder to stay hot because you always got the next person coming. You know what I'm saying? You never going. Some people just don't get it. You never gonna always be that person.
Yeah, you're not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a part of the game, right?
See, I'm gonna use an analogy like this. When we was with Cash Money, even though we was the number one selling group on Cash Money, we knew we wasn't gonna be hot all the time. BG album coming out, Spotlight gonna be on BG. What we do, we get behind BG. You know what I'm saying? Look, dog, bam, support it. It don't make no sense to hate. You support that. That way, you still got some of that light on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
By being affiliated and backing it.
Exactly.
Right. Keep your name still hot.
Keep your name, you know, at buzzing. But you're never gonna be hot all the time, and you gotta understand that.
Wow.
You know what I'm
when
saying?
you was with Cash Money, when just the you was the you, and just moving around, what's a good time that you remember, like a good place that you went, memory, you be like, man, this really me fucking with this in the flesh. What that is?
Say, dog, 96 album release party. Oh, Uptown for Life. We y'all probably was out there. Well, man, the whole city looked like they was in Biloxi.
Oh,
everybody went to Biloxi, dog. And that bitch, man, we had so much fun, bro.
Right.
Man, we could lose, dog. You know, beat them used to be trying to have a nigga secluded and all that old, you know, which made sense to keep your stories or whatever they gonna call that shit worth something or whatever. But we used to be on the wild, dog. We used to be gonna have fun, man. Fuck all that. That's how, man.
Fuck all that superstar shit.
Yeah, dog. We ain't get it then. You know what I'm saying? So when them niggas brought the Muslims on the bus, you know, told us y'all don't need all the fiend and the know y'all them behind y'all, whatever. This who got y'all now. Man, the Muslim had all the problems in the world out of us, bro. They getting on the bus, we ribbing them, they telling us to chill out, and man, we about to fight with the Muslims, and man, it was crazy, bro.
So that's a good time.
But that was a good time,
that you remember, like, man, I want to get that back, that type of love. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, I don't miss that. It could be better.
No, I'm just saying that's a good. That's a good start.
Yeah,
a good time. Instead of dwelling on the bad times of what didn't go on. That's what I'm saying. That was a good time.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm saying that, you know, to bring this up, because people don't know they need to check you out because you have a lot of stories. You know what I'm saying? You got your own podcast.
I got my podcast. Check my podcast out. Be Real 23 podcast on YouTube right now. Check that out. Yeah, I got post cash money stories, pre cash money stories, and also a whole life of stories, dog. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Right.
Interesting life, dog. For real. And I'm also getting more in tune with the mental health advocate thing. You know what I'm saying? I spoke about that on my podcast, but you know I won't get on different platforms.
Speak on that,
Speak on that, and maybe I can reach somebody and help somebody like that you know either went through that or going through that or whatever. Because you know mental health is one of the biggest problems in the world, not just New Orleans. I feel like the whole New Orleans after Katrina, the whole New Orleans probably got a little problem.
They needed some counseling, huh, bro?
Yeah,
because like That's crazy that you say that, because just living in poverty and shit like that, you go through shit and don't even realize that you got trauma and mental health issues. So it makes it seem like it's normal. So motherfucker, the average person, that be the beginning symptoms, denying it. You know what I'm saying? That's a symptom. They like, nah, nigga, I'm good. Like, nigga, I don't need no
denial, man.
You know what I'm saying?
In that denial stage, that's probably the hardest part to come out, bro. Right now, today, dog, and I call it episodes. When, you'll see, back in the G, you'll see me one day, normal as a motherfucker. 2 weeks later, I'm tripping. That's having an episode.